and how burnout happens when the emotion gets stuck in the body. So it sounds like in your definition, to allow the emotion just pass as a wave, it helps also resilience for the long term. Because if somebody is in a stress situation, it could be a small stress adding up, could be possible burnout. What's your perspective on burnout, resilience, and waves?
I think that, well, burnout, that's like a whole episode.
Another topic.
It's like a whole thing.
Might be on our next elephant project.
But to ride waves, yes, it does allow energy to, like what those women were saying, not get stuck, right? We want to, when I think of energy getting stuck, I think of people pushing down emotions, not letting themselves feel it, right? Or distracting away from it. So distraction can be working more. It could be more negative self-talk. It could be more productivity when you actually need a break. It could be too much distraction, right? Also, people distract by drinking alcohol, playing video games, social media, whatever. Yeah. And so by actually letting yourself feel the emotion, you're letting yourself experience it so that it doesn't just kind of accumulate and pop out later. And also not pop out in other ways, headache, stomach ache, aches and pains, right?
So if somebody has a headache, one of the questions could be, instead of just popping a pill, could be what am I suppressing? Is there anything that I'm not feeling?
Or just what's going on? Like, am I stressed right now? Right? Do you have a lot of things on your mind? Are you, I get headaches and I'm like, and I realize my calendar is full and I'm just like, I probably should go for a hike.
So it could be like a bodily alarm system telling us, slow down, look what's happening. Something's happening.
Yeah, the mind and the body are so connected to the point where it's like, to me, it seems like just one big old fluid thing, right? And so eloquently put, very, very clinical, right? The fluid thing.
I love it. Well, we are not talking to clinicians here, most of us, the audience, right?
I forgot. I'm like,
perfect. It's perfect.
But you asked me a question and I lost
waves. It was waves. Oh, sorry, wait. I distracted us.
No, it's okay. So, no, trust me. Riding waves, I think, is extremely important. I learned how to ride waves. I learned what waves even were or are in a mindfulness practice for drug cravings workshop or training, I should say.
Yeah.
And so this person, the teacher, was teaching us about mindfulness practice from a DBT perspective, but she was also talking to us about mindful meditation and transcendental meditation, and then how we can take these practices and make them so that they can help people with cravings. So we talked about alcohol cravings, drug cravings, because at the time I was working with a lot of clients that experienced meth and heroin addiction, and alcohol addiction. And then also other cravings like sugar cravings, right? Other things that are not as extreme as, meth. And writing. So it's kind of like imagining if you have a craving for ice cream or sugar or something, but you don't have any of it in the house, right? And you don't want to DoorDash a thing of ice cream and spend like $15 on like a pint or like a little thing of ice cream. And it's raining, you don't want to drive. So you have to just deal with this craving. So it's about actually noticing the feeling in your mouth, your tongue, like you salivating at the thought of it, noticing your stomach growling, even though you just ate, you're actually not hungry, but you just want ice cream, right? Noticing your whole body kind of crave something, but it's a wave. It's not going to last forever. Eventually it goes away. It goes away. It comes up, it swells, it crashes, and then everything evens out. And maybe it will come up again. Maybe it'll even out for like 2 seconds before it comes again, but it really, it's a wave. Right. And so the same thing goes when we experience emotions. If we experience anger about something, you're not angry about that one thing for the rest of your life consistently at level 100. It comes up, it ebbs, or not, I shouldn't say ebb, it swells, and then it crashes, and then it flattens. right? And so being able to connect with your breath, feel your heart beating faster, feel your skin getting hot, right? Feel yourself, whatever physiological feelings you're experiencing, noticing your body, experiencing whatever it is, bring your attention to breath. And then you're really going to intentionally pay attention to where you feel the discomfort in your body, and includes noticing the discomfort in the mind as well. And then continuously bringing yourself back to breath.
It sounds like riding the wave is bringing a hope that it will decrease and that it will leave the body. So there's not going to be like any physical challenges after. Versus I'm looking, what is the strategy? So riding the wave versus getting a distraction.
Right. And also riding the wave, you have to be present to do that. All right. I don't know why I decided today to stop saying have to. It helps if you're present. No, you have to be present to do that. Because very often we experience more emotional discomfort based on what our thoughts are doing, where our mind is. Is our mind in the future? What exactly are we thinking? What are we imagining? What are we saying to ourselves, right? And so if any of this content is stressful, the body is going to react to that stress, because the body has a hard time differentiating between what we're imagining, what we're thinking, what's actually going on. The body is just going to constantly respond to the mind. And so when you experience that wave, bringing your attention back to present can help alleviate some of that future, I like to call it future tripping.
I love it.
Right. Or if we are in the past and we're really like reliving that in our mind, we want to bring ourselves back. You're still allowed to obviously think about the future in the past, right? But it's more or less being consciously aware that you are doing that. So riding the wave, by bringing your attention to breath and attention to body, and then noticing yourself experiencing an emotional discomfort, a mind discomfort, a craving, whatever it is, you're present. We want to be here now.
And then it reduces the craving or the emotional intensity of, let's say, grief or pain, anger.
Yes. It helps you move through it. So it doesn't make it go away. So that's something like clients often are like, oh, cool, it'll like make me feel better. I'm like, it doesn't always make you feel better, because you actually notice the feeling more, right? But it helps you not distract away or stuff it down or let it. Think about like a wave. Like, have you ever been to the beach body surfing? And so you don't have a boogie board, you don't have a surfboard, it's just your body. So your back is to the ocean, you're facing the shore, and then the wave comes and picks you up, right? It just picks you up, and then you just like la-di-da, and you ride the wave all the way to the shore. I'm from Monterey Bay, for anybody who knows Monterey. So I used to always be at the wharf growing up. And my clothes, like not even a swimsuit, because we were just like beach kids, just running with your clothes and riding the waves. Now, what happens if the wave comes and we tense up and we try to resist the wave? Like, nope, I don't even like the wave. I don't want the wave, or it's too overwhelming and daunting, this wave, right? It crashes over us. And now we have a face full of water, right? And we're disoriented. Eventually you get to shore, right? You get it together and you swim to shore or take to shore, right? But it's a lot easier to notice this scary wave coming and accept that it is coming, instead of trying to resist the wave and make the wave go away or curse the wave as it's coming. Like, no, right? It's easier to accept that this wave is now very inconvenient. I don't really want to ride this wave anymore. I changed my mind, but here we are, kind of thing. And kind of like relax into it. Bring attention to breath. You have to relax your muscles, right? In order to ride the wave. If you tense up, it's just gonna push.
That comes back to noticing the body.
Right, exactly. And then just allowing that wave to kind of take you to shore, trusting that you will get to shore. You're not going to be stuck with the wave forever. You will get to shore.
So the trust is part of the process in a way, or the Resilience Toolkit. You just say trust is there. Or hope.
And your breath is what's going to keep you grounded and anchored, and almost like a self-soothing tool as you ride the wave.